What's going on, guys? I think it says a lot. I think it says a lot to be the biggest name in the NBA draft and it gets selected at number 55 overall. See, Bronny James with the famous name James attached, man, he's found his way into the NBA. Not much of it is based on talent. A lot of us, we feel he needed another year, at least another year. But it would soon become apparent that in spite of his trials and tribulation that he went through with the heart ailment, in spite of not getting that much playing time, in spite of averaging less than 5 points, he would be drafted. And, Pops would see to make sure it happened. And so it leads you to a point as a fan of the game, as someone who loves basketball, it leads you to the point where you say, is this okay? Is this acceptable? Acceptable that, his dad pretty much helped him get his foot in the door. And it has to be. It has to be mostly accepted because, if he has that kind of pull, even so much as so to all but assuring that Bronny would come to LA, I mean, it is what it is, He maneuvered it, he was able to probably get it cleared with, the Lakers brass, Rob Pelinka, Jeannie Buss, it happened, it took place. So now what, because we move ahead, he's officially a Laker. The father-son thing is real. It happened, and I'm not here to hate. I will say that. Congratulations. It's an incredibly hard league to make. Similar like to the WNBA. It's not easy. It's definitely not easy. And even though, behind the scenes, some strings were pulled, he's going to have to make the most of the opportunity to stay here. Just because LBJ helped his son get here does not mean that all is always good. At some point, LeBron is still going to tell the game goodbye. And, if Bronny has that passion to want to play this game, he's going to have to improve. He's going to have to evolve. He's going to have to develop his game on both sides of the ball. I think he has the capabilities to be a really good defender, a little bit undersized. So right now he's like a project, a young prospect project. Comparison wise, I'm thinking of a comparison. I've heard Drew Holiday. These aren't the best names, but what about like a Austin Rivers, DeAnthony Melton, player comparisons like that. That those might not be eye-popping names, but hey, he's here, and he can definitely be better than those players. But it's going to take hard work and effort, to stand up to the fire, because at some point he's going to play. And when I look at this roster, let's look at this roster really fast. Dawson Connect was an incredible get at number 17, but Dalton Connect is pro ready. He's ready to play. Of course, AD, Hachimura, Austin Reeves, Gabe Vincent, Jaron Vanderbilt, all these names are players that are way above and beyond Bronny. D'Angelo Russell, of course, his pops, LeBron, Taurean Prince, Cam Reddish, Spencer Dinwiddie. All these players are, much bigger and more impactful than Bronny James, believe it or not. But when you really break it down, players that he might be able to somewhat compete with, and I don't know if I said Austin Reeves, but also he's Bronny's not on Austin Reeves' level either. But when I look at the roster and say players that he might could compete with, he should be able to be competitive with Jalen Hood, Schifino, He should be able to be competitive, at least in practice and scrimmage with Hood Schifino, Maxwell Lewis. He should be able to compete to some degree with Max Christie. He should, but I give him a whole lot of how can I say this? Give him a whole lot of respect for fighting back because he obviously loves the game because he could have said with the heart scared that was just too much. But hey, we're gonna witness something that's gonna be absolutely incredible. Just another spectacle in the glory-filled career of LeBron James. So before we exit the video, LeBron James Jr., better known as Bronny, it's been an incredible whirlwind 12 months filled with ups and downs, suffering a cardiac arrest. Um, he got the issue repaired. The 19-year-old made it back onto the court in December. He appeared in 25 games for the USC Trojans. Inconsistent freshman season, averaged 4.8 points, 2.8 rebounds, and 2.1 assists per game. But again, folks, if anybody, as we close, if anybody could help Bronny get it together, get it really going, it's his pops. His pops can drive him, can motivate him, and it also can have a reverse effect. Maybe it'll be, too much, browbeating going on if he doesn't take it, easy enough on his son. And obviously, that's the other thing. He can't take it too easy on his son because then, everybody's watching. So it's got to be a fine line. And, we'll see. But I do think at some point, whether it's a blowout or not, they'll get on the court together and it will be a groundbreaking moment for all the witness. Look, I want to appreciate y'all for watching. Consider subscribing. Consider liking the video, commenting, all that good stuff. I do respond. We're expanding out. We talking about everything now. So, yeah, we getting into it. As long as it's basketball, we on top of it. With that being said, I'm out.